as a quick recap, this was all about accessing yourself, aspects of yourself that maybe you didn't even know were available to you, or that you did know were available, but you just couldn't access it. Lots of support around that, lots of alignment with success for your life, and lots of healing of the heart chakra and the heart energies, which is where your home is. Welcome to Community Energy Healings to unlock your brightest future, no matter what's happening in the world. This is a service that I offer to the general public for anyone who resonates with this type of support. All are welcome. Energy healings are an innovative empowerment tool that are really designed to help you create your best life, access your natural power to do so, while simultaneously releasing the resistance that gets in the way. Now, if you're brand new to energy healings with me, I invite you to take a few first steps next. And I encourage you to actually pass on this part of energy healing and go to Unlock Your Brightest Future. Check out the orientation video, read the disclaimer, and then when you know that this is for you, come back to the live sessions that we have here every week in the Receive community on Facebook, or feel free to participate through the recordings. There are a number of ways that you can do that, and everything is on that information page. So everything is at unlockyourbrightestfuture.com, and I look forward to connecting with you live or in the future through chat on YouTube or in the Facebook community. Well, with that, if you don't know Ms. Miller, I'm an empowerment coach and energy healing practitioner for accomplished women, and I help women who feel that they're meant for more to unlock the purpose, passion, and prosperity that still eludes them without wasting time or working harder. Now, my coaching programs are tailored for professional women. However, energy healings are open to anyone who resonates with the topics that we cover. All are welcome. So glad to be here today. We are doing community energy healing number 9. So if you are brand new to this, there are already 8 different topics and subject matters that you can check out. Again, just go to the information page and you'll learn how to access those, or join the Receive community if you haven't already, and you can participate live. With that, we're going to move into today's energy healing, and I invite you to bring out your journal, your notebook. I'm going to do a quick check here in Facebook to see what kind of a group is taking shape here. Let's see if my live shows up. Okay, great. Let's see who's here. Please say hello. I always like to know who's here live, and if you'd like to share anything that's standing out for you from the last energy healing, if you're not new, please just check in the chat. And also, for those of you who have questions now or throughout the energy healings, I won't be answering energy healings during the energy healing, but I will show up at the end for up to 30 minutes to answer questions, and definitely to check in on how this experience was for you. I'd like to say that the energies right now in the cosmos, on the planet, are pretty huge, pretty fast moving. There's a lot of support for quantum leaps, where things can happen fast. It does call for a certain amount of surrender, however. That's really what's been coming through, which means that your intellectual mind isn't necessarily going to understand what's happening, but you may be very well feeling it in some way. So I really encourage you to trust what you feel and just keep taking the next steps in front of you. I like to call that following the feel-good breadcrumbs, because the path will unfold for you. There's a lot of support for momentum and opportunities and quantum leaps. But the main thing to know is your mind isn't necessarily going to know what's going on. So this is really about tapping the deep inside of us. So let me do one final check here in the group, and then I'll stay here. Okay, where are we? Okay, great. Hi, Helen. Great to have you here. All right. Let's see. There are actually 5
Hi,
more.
Helen. Great to have you here.
Turn the volume on that down. I think we'll be editing this video a little bit. All right. I'll get back to. I always like to connect, but I have to get away from the technology. All right. So with that, on to the energy healing. We always do a pre-assessment, so I invite you to write down these 4 prompts. struggle, attention grabbers, resistance on a scale of 1 to 10, and sensations. So we're going to be checking in around that in just a moment. Struggle, attention grabbers, resistance 1 to 10, and sensations. Now, just take a deep breath and allow yourself to get here. I've been feeling these energies, so I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little bit like, ooh, got to get really grounded right now. So just take a deep breath. And right here, right now, allow yourself to connect with something that you'd love to create or experience in the future. And it might be the immediate future or more big picture, but whatever is here for you right here, right now, that's what this energy healing is about today. So jot down a few words in your journal. That'll be your focus for today. Okay, so now regarding this thing that you'd like to create or experience in your future, first just become aware of any place that you struggle around that and just write down whatever comes to mind. Just top of your head, what are you aware of? Write that in there. What are you struggling with around this? And now another way of looking at the struggle is actually to identify what is grabbing your attention. And a way to look at this is usually when there's something that we want and we're struggling in any way, we get into problem solving mode. And so sometimes we worry about things in the future. Sometimes we're trying to figure something out. Sometimes there's a person or a thing that feels like it's in the way. And that's what's in our awareness. It's grabbing our attention. Okay, so write down whatever is grabbing your attention. That might be images, words that you keep telling yourself, or something in the outer world that feels like an obstacle. However that shows up, write down what is taking up most of the space in your awareness. Excuse me. Okay, now we're going to make note of the resistance, any resistance that you have on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest. So whatever resistance you're perceiving around this topic, just make note of whatever number comes to you. Okay. And finally, take a moment now to bring your awareness from any thinking that you're doing into the sensations in your body. And just, you might even want to close your eyes, just become aware of where your attention goes. What are you sensing in your body? Just as we open up this topic. And make note of where you feel it in your body and any way that you might describe it in terms of subtle, intense. There might be colors, there might be borders, might be numbness, might not even have a sensation, but your awareness goes to that place in your body. So whatever sensations or something related to that shows up, make note of that. All right, we're going to settle in. I need some extra breathing to settle in today for some reason. Everything feels kind of antsy. And that's energy. All right. So as best you can, minimize distractions, put down paper, pencil, devices, settle into wherever you are. A nice way to settle into, if any of you are feeling any antsiness, is close your eyes. We're going to do this a little bit differently today. Close your eyes or watch me if you'd like. And then just allow yourself to rock back and forth. So you can start to find a place to settle into. You can also, you can go side to side, or you can go forwards and backwards. And settle in as best you can. It's okay, of course, if you squirm or anything like that, but sometimes we need a little extra time to settle into these things. Okay. All right, if you haven't already, take a cleansing breath. Allow your eyelids to become heavy and close safely shut. And bring your awareness to the base of your spine, knowing that your breath, with its divine intelligence, guides you into deeper and deeper relaxation. Become aware of whatever is holding your body up. With each breath, feel yourself relaxing into that physical support for your body and your being. Recognizing the reliability and that presence that is here for you now. And now bringing your awareness to your heart, envision that you are breathing in and out of your heart space. We're going to cycle through 3 rounds of breath. I will guide you. And after we've gone through those 3 cycles, you'll resume a natural and comfortable rhythm. So take your first deep breath to fill your lungs completely. And hold the fullness for 1 beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for 1 beat. Deeper, relaxing. And inhale to fill your lungs completely. Holding the fullness for 1 beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for 1 beat. Deeper and deeper, relaxing. And 1 more deep breath to fill your lungs completely. Holding the fullness for 1 beat. And exhale longer and slower, expelling every last drop of breath to empty, holding the emptiness for 1 beat. Deeper, relaxing. And now resuming a natural and comfortable rhythm in and out of your heart. And as you breathe in and out of your heart, imagine that your heart space is a portal to divine life force, the energy that is all of creation. And as this energy flows into your body and your being, your awareness and your deep knowing that you are one with life and an expression of the very same qualities illuminates your consciousness with greater clarity. And as you acknowledge the true nature of life, you open up to knowing your true nature and understanding that any challenge or difficulty is actually held in the vast love of life itself as an opportunity to know yourself and experience and express yourself with ever increasing joy, power, freedom, lightness, health, purpose, prosperity, well-being, all the truth of who and what you really are. And with your next breath, envision that the supportive energies of Mother Earth from below and Father Spirit from above are flowing into your body with each beat of your heart. And all of these energies are communing together to radiate beyond your flesh and bathe you and surround you in love, safety, guidance, and protection. Okay. So we have sacred space. Repeat after me. My intention is to 100% embody fully the divine truth of who I really am, and to relate to all that is presenting in the love, peace, and light of truth, now and forevermore, better than I ever imagined. Overall strength is 10, 20, 30% strength, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and weaknesses at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% weakness. 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, infinity to infinity, 1, 2, 3, dimensional influences, memories, residuals, forgiving, forgetting, correcting. Right now, this meant strong, complete, permanent, absolute infinity, past, present, future, strong. Take a deep breath and tap on your heart center. So as a gentle reminder, anytime if you are to feel any discomfort, which is very rare, just tap on your sternum, the heart center, for a little while or a long while, and that will support you regulating and relaxing wherever there might be an energy movement for you. Again, I'll answer questions at the end, so you can always post them in the chat if you need to. Trust yourself in this process, move around as you need to. Some people get a lot of energy moving and they have to move around. And also you'll hear me say, repeat after me throughout. You can repeat after me if you like, you don't need to. Okay. So first we're going to check for internal objections, which there are. Repeat after me. I want to heal this. It's safe to heal this. I deserve to heal this. It will benefit me and others to heal this. It is possible to heal this. I will heal this. Okay. So I'm double check. So want to, save, deserve, benefit me and others, possible, will. Okay, so these four. Okay, prayers. Okay. So we're going to start with benefit me and others. So tapping on the karate chop, which is the side of your palm. Repeat after me. Even though part of me thinks that it will not benefit me and others to heal this, I am willing to love and honor myself anyway, and to receive divine blessings for myself and others in ways better than I ever imagined. Even though part of me thinks that it will not benefit me and others to heal this, I am willing to love and honor myself anyway, and to receive divine blessings for myself and others in ways better than I ever imagined. Even though a part of me thinks that it will not benefit me and others to heal this, I am willing to love and honor myself anyway, and to receive divine blessings for myself and others in ways better than I ever imagined. Okay, you can stop tapping. Now tap on your heart center. Take a deep breath. Okay, repeat after me. I want to heal this. It's safe to heal this. I deserve to heal this. It will benefit me and others to heal this. It is possible to heal this. I will heal this. We'll check for denial, denial of denial, no perception, no chromosomal programming, NDPR conflict. Take a deep breath on heart, tap on the heart center. Okay, so overall strength 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% strength up from 30, 70, 80, 90, 100, and weaknesses at 10, 20, 30% weakness down from 70. 30, 20, 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, infinity to infinity, 1, 2, 3 dimensional influences, memories, residuals, forgiving, forgetting, correcting. Right now, this means strong, complete, permanent, absolute to infinity, past, present, future, strong. Okay, so let's see what is stirring. There's definitely something stirring today. All right. Okay. So we're starting with something called no perception. So no perception, one of the ways I like to think of it is you have a computer. This is the metaphor. You have a computer and you've got, for those of you who still have like CD-ROMs or a USB thumb drive, right? So you've got data on there that you know is there with your head. You know it's there, but you put it in your computer, you can't access it, you can't read it, something's corrupted. Okay. So no perception is shows up as your mind knows that there's something that you want to work on, that you're struggling with, that you might be able to talk about your issues or your challenges or your struggles, and you're working on it and you're healing it. But no matter what you do, things aren't shifting. There's some aspect of you that can't read the disc. Okay, so there's no perception at some level. So this is a very powerful thing when we identify it in energy healing, because once we know that no perception is occurring, we correct. So you have perception and access to the data, and then that makes all kinds of up levels possible. So there's no perception, and we're going to see what shows up here around no perception. Oh, no perception for self. Wow. That's not unusual, but I haven't seen it for a while. So there's an aspect of self that your mind knows exists, but you can't access it. By the way, I actually have a very common experience with people who choose to work with me, because a lot of people have already been on the path of personal growth and development. And they'll say, I know all the right answers, but I just can't seem to access it. I can't feel it. I can't actually bring the right answers into my experience, or I can't get this stuff to work for me. Okay. So when there's no perception of self energetically, it's very related to that, which is, it, but you can't embody it. You can't experience it fully. And so what's interesting about these energies is there is access is you are being supported by the energies right now to access aspects of yourself that either you knew about and couldn't, um, or even intellectually, they're completely new to you. Like this is new, uncharted territory. So that's what's being supported today. So correcting now for no perception, no chromosomal programming, neurological disorganization, psychological reversal. Do you have full perception, recognition, acknowledgement of self generally, and the specific aspect of self that you need or want to tap into or access? Yes. Okay. So now that you have perception of self, we can access it. So let's see what shows up here for the energy healing affirmations. Okay. So we're going to do a lot of repeat after me's if you'd like to participate in that. I think a lot is what's coming through. Okay, this is important. Repeat after me. I can do it. Okay. So these are most likely going to be incongruent, which means now that you know that you can't, okay, let me be more specific. So there's an aspect of self that can do it, whatever the do it is. Okay. You can do it. And it's probably related to this thing that you'd love to create or experience. You can do it. I feel like I just had a conversation with somebody about this today. I know who it was. Okay. So you either haven't been able to embody the I can do this. I can do it. It might live as a belief, like I don't believe it's possible. But this incongruency means you're not congruent with that statement. So we're neutralizing this as we go. Repeat after me. I feel so good about myself. Also incongruent, correcting as we go. Repeat after me. I feel successful. Incongruent. Repeat after me. I forgive myself. Correcting. This blockage here, denial, denial of denial, no perception, no chromosomal programming, NDPR conflict. I am relaxed and calm. Correcting. Repeat after me. I work my plan. Correcting. Is it here? So here. Repeat after me. I trust my intuition. Correcting. Well, this is kind of fun. So there's individual sentence affirmations, and then there's longer ones that are called precepts and affirmations for success. And the one that came up is success. So this is going to be a long repeat after me, or simply let the words wash over you. But there's incongruent. This is specific to success. So repeat after me. Success comes easily for me. Not congruent. Okay. I am successful in all that I do. Incongruent. Because of this, I enjoy an abundance of all things, qualities, and conditions necessary for my happiness and the happiness of those close to me. That whole thing is incongruent. This is very important. Okay, so we're correcting for all of that. Is there anything else related to the self, aspects of self, embodiment, and belief in self that we're not able to perceive or access? Okay, so this is all the stuff related to self. Is there anything else for today? So that's today's energy healing. Everything else is going to be the healing and release process. But so this whole energy healing is about accessing and perceiving yourself and aspects of yourself that are related to, I can do it. I feel so good about myself. I feel successful. I forgive myself. I'm relaxed and calm. I work my plan. I trust my tuition. Success. Everything. This whole thing is about your ability to connect with the part of you that is already successful, has the capacity, has the blueprint, has everything you need to express it fully. So with that now, let's identify anything else that's needed. Do we need to get into origin energy? Yes. So current life, no. Wait, we must look at current life. Hold on, I gotta check this. Okay, current life. Yes. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 current life energies. Past life, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 past life origins. Ancestral, 1, 2. And other, so strong muscle. Okay, so it's really interesting. There's like this particular energy is like, best way I can describe it, it's slippery. And I have to keep checking to see how it needs to be read. It's different today. So strong muscle indicator confirming 4 current life origins, 6 past life origins, 2 ancestral origins, any other origins? No. Okay. So priority, let me just tune into this. This is really interesting because this particular energy healing is, I mean, it's all multidimensional always, but the origins that are showing up for this particular energy healing really is across timelines, like current life. A lot of times doesn't mean anything, but it's just curious to me. And I think this is this new energy. So a lot of times they'll only be like all past life origins or all current life origins, but this is, they're interconnected origins that are current life, past life, and ancestral. So it's just showing up. It's just interesting that it's showing up this way. So I think it's really pointing to these energies. So this is across timelines, and there's the people I follow and what I tune into, there's this energy right now about quantum leaps are possible. And I'm getting this from people I'm having conversations with, other light workers, healers, psychics, astrologers, and they don't necessarily talk to each other, but that energy is coming through of quantum leaps are possible. Things can happen at an accelerated rate. So this multi-timeline sort of energy is showing up. Okay, so then for today, which is the priority correction that collapses most, if not all. So it is going to be past life. Priority 0 to 50, 0, 10, 0, 1. Interesting. Female. Divine separation at conception in utero birth to 1, 1 to 10, 1, 2. 2 years old. Is this your energy? Yes. Did you absorb it from somebody? Okay, hold on. Let me see how that's showing up. All right, so is this was what I need to ask. Did this energy originate from your own lived experience? No. Okay. So did it originate with somebody else? Yes. Did you absorb it? Yes. Did you cross-link? No. Okay. Usually, well, I shouldn't say usually. Sometimes things happen to a 2-year-old, but in this circumstance, you absorb the energy from mother. Okay. So energy absorbed from mother. Okay. Did you cross-link with her? No. Okay. So what is the energy that we need to know? Do we need to know how old mother was? Okay. Divine separation at conception, utero birth to 1, 1 to 10, 10, 20, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you had a teenage mother, 16 years old. Was she 16 when she had you? So strong muscle. Was she 16 when you were 2 years old? So she's actually a child mother, not even a teenage one. She had you, she was pregnant when you were 14, 13, 14, or had you when you were 14. 16 years old at time of origin. 14 when born, when you were born. Okay. All right, so this makes even more sense why there'd be no perception for self. Mother was still developing. And this, I mean, it's like the language for this is insufficient, but it's like energetically to say that mother experienced an arrested development by becoming pregnant, probably at 13, being born at 14, a mother of a 2-year-old at 16, whatever the 16, her being 16 and you being 2 is actually the point where you absorb this energy and it imprinted. But your mother was a child herself. Okay. So I'm just kind of settling into that. So let's see what the energy is. What energy did you absorb from mom? Okay, from mother, biological mother. Okay, so we're getting into chakras, 1, 2, 3, 4, heart chakra. Okay, I'm going to read the heart chakra energy information and then we'll see what's weak for everyone here. So the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, is the center place of energy for the human body, or the nexus between upper and lower chakras, mediating between body and spirit. That's actually strong. Recognition that the most powerful energy we have is love. How to listen to and activate movement of spirit into matter. There it is. How to listen to and activate movement of spirit into matter. So this is literally the energies of manifestation. Okay, so energy is the non-physical, spiritual, quantum level, however you want to describe it. It's the invisible realm. And then when our chakras are all in communication, they come in we perceive them, but the heart is the nexus that brings them down through the lower chakras. And the information and the energies flow from earth to spirit and spirit to earth. So the heart is the nexus. And this weakness in the heart chakra is pointing to a weakness within everyone here. It's interesting. So the key is the absence of perception of self at home, that your home is your heart. All right. And so there is this kind of global shift that I've been perceiving is, the spiritual opportunity is to become more and more aware of all of these places that we're looking for home, which means safety, whatever home means to you, safety, belonging, peace. What we tend to do is we try to find it out there, and that home actually exists within here. It's a total 180 reorientation. But if you have no perception for self, you're completely missing an aspect of yourself that allows you to be introspective, to be aware, to exercise the choice to respond versus react. It's interesting because the phrase that came in is, it's almost like nobody's home. There's nobody home to come home to, because when you're coming home in your heart, you're coming home to yourself. That's really what okay, okay, nobody's home. Nobody's home to come home to. And what's coming through now even more clearly, that's the fourth chakra energy, but the experience at the level of origin, which some of you may relate to as I speak this, you might have current life perceptions of nobody was home for me. And even if they were physically home, they weren't emotionally home for me. Or there wasn't a reliable, loving presence for me. So they might have been home, but they were checked out, or they weren't home at all. And it's showing up as parent-child energy. But this is the human experience, lower chakras. But then the spiritual embodiment is about coming home to ourselves, and that's where it played out in the heart. So you as a 2-year-old child wanting mommy, like she's a child herself. Of course she did the best she could, but a child raising a child, that reliable, steady presence of maturity and groundedness, like the type of home energy that we crave, and we don't even know that we're craving it until we become aware, that just wasn't there for you. So it's translating to energetically a heart chakra weakness. Okay, so how to listen to and activate movement of spirit into matter. We'll see how else this shows up here. So that shows up as weakness around success, manifestation. It's actually this particular, some energy healings are really more easy to language. This one is so energetic and beyond the physical realm. It's hard to language, but you will feel it if this resonates for you. Okay, so we had, okay, how to listen to and activate movement of spirit into matter, back to the heart chakra, father communicating with mother and vice versa. That's fine. Let go and let God is key here. That's another weakness. Let go and let God. And if God isn't your thing, it can be, let go and let life, trusting in the kindness that life always offers, divine intelligence, a greater power, whatever that means to you. Okay. Fears that occur in the imbalanced state are those of loneliness. So there's loneliness here. Commitment to and following one's heart, also weak. Inability to protect self. Weakness and betrayal, no. Strength or balanced states would open one to feelings of love. That's weak. Love. Forgiveness is weak. Inspiration. Hope. Trust. Contentment. And fulfillment. So when we are pursuing success, whatever your thing was for your brightest future, success is a general term, but here are many of the ways that we would describe the essence of success for us. So love, forgiveness, inspiration, hope, trust, contentment, fulfillment. This is the essence and the energy of success that then, we manifest in physical world ways, whether it's weight loss, money, home, a physical home, a job, again, I think I've talked about this in other energy healings, but there's only one reason that we have any goal or desire. It's because we're chasing a feeling that we think that we cannot connect with any other way. So the feelings beneath success, however that's defined for you, that are really showing up have to do with feeling that you cannot manifest love, forgiveness, inspiration, hope, trust, contentment, fulfillment. Those are some of them. It's not all of them, but those are some of them. Okay. Let's see here. Anything else? Heart chakra? Any polarity imbalances? Okay. So anything else around this past life origin? All right. So with that, and only the truth and the light, any other interrelated influences that we need to know. So really it's simple in some ways and hard to express in other ways, but basically the root cause is you're a 2-year-old child born to a young girl herself. You absorbed all of her energies around needing mothering, parenting, care, home. You absorb those. You also experience those with her directly. And the most important piece about home is that home and self are unanimous. This no perception of self came from no experience of home. And here's the thing, if you just look at it from a child development point of view, you start to get your sense of self through the reflections of your caregivers and nurturers. So if they don't have the ability to reflect back to you with loving attention and legitimization of your being, then remember, heart, love, reflected back to self, your sense of self is going to be patched together from whatever you connect with in some sort of emotional survival mode, or you'll just have no perception of self because that reflection, there was nobody home. So whether this makes sense to you intellectually or not, the important thing is just tune into the feeling of the energy that's coming through, whether it's through my words or just being in the space of this, because this is a very deep non-linear energy healing. And sometimes they're like that. They're just kind of all over the place. I try to language it. It's not necessary because the mind wants it though. But just try to let this wash over you. Okay. With that, ready for interventions, numeric, tapping if a holding TAT, vortex of light, spiritual bodies, you and release. Okay. So tapping on your heart center now, take some cleansing breaths. And we are going to correct all of this at the energy to matter, matter to energy level, to other dimensions, existence, universe, time, space, energy, black hole, the unknown. Eliminate, free, independent, release, and protect. Memories, residuals, remnants, imprints, remains to zero. Memories, one, forgiving, one, forgetting, one, right now, this minute, strong. Same, not same, different, not different, change, no change, 100% perception, conscious, unconscious, enhancements, triggers, blockage. Take a deep breath. Okay, so keep tapping on your heart center. We're confirming that you've neutralized, healed, and released any and all weaknesses regarding the heart chakra. And your capacity to listen to and activate the movement of spirit into matter, being able to come home to yourself, loneliness, inability to protect self, the essence of success and fulfillment, letting go and letting life with the deep knowing that life always offers kindness. Even if it is not always kind, it always offers kindness if you can receive it. And any and all past life origins. Take another deep breath. Confirming that you've neutralized, healed, and released all incongruencies with the affirmations that we stated and all weaknesses associated with an earlier no perception of self. Another deep breath. Okay, so repeat after me. Actually, before you do, I'm going to check that your heart chakra now is strong, functioning at an optimally, fully accessible and available to you as your home. Okay, now repeat after me. I am love. I am forgiveness. I am inspiration. I am hope. I am trust. I am contentment. I am fulfillment. I relax into the deep safety within me as I become curious and willing to let go and let God, life, source, oneness, divine intelligence. I am willing, ready, and able to know and feel emotional home. That any experiences or feelings of loneliness are soothed as I discover the home within me and experience it reflected in my outer world. I am willing, ready, and able to commit to and follow my own heart. I am able to protect myself. I am ready, willing, and able to listen to and activate the movement of spirit into matter as I am divinely guided. I am strong and at peace with mother. I am strong and at peace with childhood. I am willing for these energies to integrate within my being. Okay. If you're still tapping, you can stop for a moment. I'm going to confirm that you've neutralized, healed, and released this past life origin. Are there any remaining current life, any remaining ancestral? So this one was the root, and all these others now collapse to zero. Okay. Continuing, repeat after me, tap on your heart center. I can do it. I feel so good about myself. I feel successful. I forgive myself. I am relaxed and calm. I work my plan. I trust my intuition. And I'll let these words wash over you as I check on your behalf. Success comes easily for me. I am successful in all that I do. Because of this, I enjoy an abundance of all things, qualities, and conditions necessary for my happiness and the happiness of those close to me. Okay, so you can stop tapping, take another cleansing breath. Okay, repeat after me. My intention has been to 100% embody fully the divine truth of who I really am, and to relate to all that was presenting in the love, peace, and light of truth, now and forevermore, better than I ever imagined. Overall strength is 100 and weakness is 0. Great. Okay, so we're going to bring this to a close. We give grateful thanks to our expanded selves, Mother Earth, Father Spirit, and the divine love of the universe, world without end, fully releasing all of this unto the infinite powers of the divine, allowing perfect right action to express in, as and through you with ease and grace. And now gently, as you're ready, with the next few breaths, feel yourself coming back to your physical reality. You can give your hands a squeeze, your legs a squeeze, feeling yourself in your body. Okay. And open your eyes when you're ready. So we're going to move into our post-energy healing assessment. So I invite you to let your eyes gently glance over some of the things you wrote down in your journal. And as you refer to your pre-assessment, just post in the chat so that I know how you're doing. Do you feel better, worse, or the same? You can post any questions, especially things that stand out for you. I'd love to know what's standing out for you from that, especially since this was probably the least linear energy healing we've done so far. These are very common for me, but when it's a group, it's kind of a hard thing to describe. So please put in anything that you like in the chat. And as you do, I'm going to circle back around to check in with you. I'm going to share with you some guidance around assessing your life observations for the week ahead. So 3 main things is, as you allow this energy healing to integrate, pay attention to the attention grabbers that are occupying your awareness post energy healing. Notice the shifts. Notice how it's different from when we started. Make note of, mental note or journal, any opportunities, insights, and pleasant surprises that arise in your life. This one was about success. This one was around coming home to yourself. This was around accessing yourself, right? So a lot of things to kind of activate possibilities in your life. And know that any opportunities, insights, and pleasant surprises are not a coincidence. This is the byproduct of your consciousness shifting in these ways. And when it comes to taking action, take action on the feel-good breadcrumbs that show up with, as best you can, no attachment to the outcome. This is your inner being and life guiding you. Doesn't have to be intellectual. We've talked a lot about that at the beginning. This is really following the stream of energy that is supporting you. Okay. So with that, as I mentioned, as a quick recap, this was all about accessing yourself, aspects of yourself that maybe you didn't even know were available to you, or that you did know were available, but you just couldn't access it. Lots of support around that, lots of alignment with success for your life, and lots of healing of the heart chakra and the heart energies, which is where your home is. So that's kind of the quick overview. I'm going to check back to the chat in just a moment, but before I do, I'm just going to wrap up for today, and then I'll turn off the recording. So as always, if you would like to learn more about private energy healings, to discover the kinds of quantum leaps that are possible when we focus on you, specifically your life and the things that have priority, please check out surpassyourlimits.com, click on the Work With Me link, and you'll find the energy healing information page around private energy healings and all the different ways that you can explore that possibility. If you have any questions before, during, or after, post them in the chat here or on YouTube. And remember, your future is bright when you shine your light.